Welcome, Voyager. Here's the information that you need to play Voyager's Quest. In this game, you are on a quest through an enchanted land. Your goal on this trip is to make sure that you are both efficient and effective. What does that mean? Being efficient means that you should not use more resources than necessary to accomplish activities. The formula for efficiency is the number of activities that you accomplish divided by the cost of those activities. Being effective means that you should accomplish as many of the demanded activities as possible. The formula for effectiveness is the number of activities that you accomplish divided by the number of activities that were demanded. You start your trip with nothing in your wallet. Your budget in period 1 is set at $100 to cover an expected demand of 100 activities at $1 each. During the period, activities make demands on your resources. But how many activities? That depends because the future is uncertain. Due to unexpected fluctuations in the demand for these activities, there is an equal chance that the actual demand might be $100 for 100 activities as expected, or it might only be $90 for 90 activities, or actual demand might be $110 for 110 activities. This means that there are 3 possible outcomes. If the actual demand is greater than the resources available, then some activities will be left undone. This will make you less effective. Or it's possible that the actual demand will exactly equal the resources available. In that case, all activities can be done, and you will be both efficient and effective. Alternatively, if the actual demand is less than the amount budgeted, it will create a budget surplus. In that case, the question is, what are you going to do with that surplus? If you put the surplus in your wallet by choosing to stockpile it, that will decrease your current efficiency. But it will increase your chance to be effective in the future. Alternatively, if you give the surplus back by choosing to revert it, it will increase your current efficiency, but decrease your chance to be effective in the future. Your score at the end of each period is the average of your efficiency and effectiveness scores in that period. And the goal of the game is for you to maximize your cumulative average score for efficiency and effectiveness over 60 budget periods. Let's see how this works. The budget each period is determined before the period starts based on expected demand. In period 1, your budget is $100 because demand is expected to be 100 activities at $1 each. In subsequent periods, the budget is also usually based on expected demand. So it might be equal to last period's demand, or it might go up by $10, or it might go down by $10, depending on expected demand. But if you give back or revert any surplus, then it's obvious that you didn't need all of the resources. In that case, your budget in the next period will be last period's budget minus half of the amount that was reverted. Now, let's look at how much money might be in your wallet. You start period 1 with nothing in your wallet. But during each period, the cash in your wallet could increase if you stockpile a budget surplus. This can only happen if the budget is greater than the demand. Or it could decrease if you need to use cash from your wallet to do activities. This could only happen if the budget is less than demand. Or the cash in your wallet could stay the same if the budget is equal to the demand, and it would stay the same if you choose to revert a budget surplus. Demand is determined randomly. In period 1, expected demand was $100. But the future is uncertain. So actual demand might be $100, or it might be $110, or it might be only $90. Similarly, in subsequent periods, the actual demand might be last period's demand, or it may go up by $10, or it may go down by $10. So, how many activities can you get done in each period? The answer is it depends on the amount of resources that you have available. Your resources available in each period are equal to your budget plus any cash that you happen to have in your wallet. If the budget turns out to be greater than the actual demand, then all activities can be done and you have a surplus. If you choose to stockpile the surplus, then the new amount of cash in your wallet is equal to the old amount plus the surplus. But if you choose to let the surplus revert by giving it back, then the amount of cash in your wallet doesn't change. If the budget happens to equal the actual demand, then all activities can be done and there's no change in the cash in your wallet. If the actual demand is greater than your budget but less than the resources available because you have some cash in your wallet, then all activities can be done, but you have to use some of the cash from your wallet. In that case, the new amount of cash in your wallet is equal to the old amount minus the cash that you used to make up the shortage. If the actual demand is greater than the budget but equal to the resources that are available from the budget and your wallet, then all activities can be done, but you're going to use up all of the cash in your wallet. So your new wallet amount is 0. The final possibility is that the actual demand is greater than your resources available from your budget and your wallet. In that case, the number of activities that can be done is equal to the resources available. And any cash from your wallet will be used. So the balance in your wallet is 0. Now let's look at how your score is determined. At the end of each period, your efficiency score will be the number of activities that you did divided by the cost of those activities. And your effectiveness score will be the number of activities that you did divided by the number of activities that were demanded. Your average score for the period will be your efficiency score plus your effectiveness score divided by 2. And your cumulative score so far in the game will be the sum of all of your average scores for each period divided by the number of periods. That's the score that you want to maximize. That's the goal of the game. So whenever there's a budget surplus, you have a choice to make. You can stockpile that surplus for later, which would hurt your current efficiency, but it may help your future effectiveness. Or you can let that surplus revert by giving it back, which will help your current efficiency, but may hurt your future effectiveness. The choice is yours.